Hey everyone, welcome back to Ecstasy Chat. I'm Serge.
Hi, I'm Rob.
I'm Gen Z.
And I'm Gen X.
And today we are continuing down the Backrooms train. So today's video that we're covering is I Remember. So this was the next one on the list that you guys recommended to us. The thing that's confusing about this video is it doesn't have the date in the description. Every other video I think we've seen so far says like, for example, May something of 1990, right?
Sort of a chronological order of all the events and when they were happening.
Right. And for this one, it doesn't have a date. So I guess maybe it's not set in one point in time, or I don't know why it wasn't left out, but that's the only reason I could think of as to why that would be.
And that's really, for me, it's just disappointing because we've been tracking a lot of these events and putting them together like a puzzle based on what we're finding out with these dates on the timeline. Anyway.
Yeah, but maybe I'm wondering, maybe there's a reason he didn't do it, right, for the video.
I'm sure there's a reason.
Yeah. So
I mean, this guy he's so sharp. He knows everything he's doing, all the details.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
So, ready to jump in?
Let it roll.
Let's roll. Huh. Ooh.
Overlooking the sea.
One of the missing people.
Right.
Huh. I had a home once, a manor overlooking the sea is what he just said, right?
Right.
They say 54 years old? No, 34 years old, right? I can't tell.
34.
34,
right.
yeah. Huh.
Upon the world was a vestige, calling forward onto strength.
Whoa, let's go back.
You see that,
Look
right?
at this.
Yeah.
Was a vestige.
It's mirrored.
Yeah.
You can see. Oh, the way. That's a cool effect.
It's really cool.
Calling forward onto strangled ears. But when skies turned dark, the house was taken by the sea. A pillar truncated. Cast down to the seabed with all the other forgotten things. But I remember. Fleeting shells sinking ever slowly, folding downwards into themselves, forever tearing
headquarters.
along the
Yep.
seams of the
This was the prototype. This was like the early prototype that did it. So far, I'm completely lost though as to what's going on here. Is this one of the people who became missing, or?
I'm not sure, but just by the title, I remember it's got to be someone obviously who had this experience and he's reflecting back on this. What happened here? I noticed in the workspace there was a chair that was knocked over. It looked like it was maybe someone must have left in haste.
Yeah. So far, the way it's being read, it's like a poem, right? The way he's speaking, like forever a vestige upon the sea. It's like a dramatic.
It was a little dramatic, but yeah.
So it's like what I'm saying is like it's not normal speak, right? It's kind of like that poetic flow of statements.
I mean, even you're right. And that, again, another very good observation from you. Look at this line down here.
Forever tearing along the seams of the sky, right? So
Poetic.
I'm not sure why it's being recited like a poem, and I'm wondering if there's a reason for it.
sky, until nothing remains except the eternal ghost. And you ask yourself, could there ever be anything greater than this?
Huh.
You have always been here.
So what do you say? Something has always been here.
Was it you have always been here?
You have always been here.
You have always been
It
here.
does sound like that, yeah.
Yeah. I just want to take a look at the lyrics. I had a home once, a manor overlooking the sea. Upon the world this was a vestige. What's a vestige? Do you know?
It slipped my mind.
No.
I don't know. There you go.
Could we Google real quick?
I'm going to.
Vestige.
Yeah.
I think it's like a vessel, right? I think vestige is like a vessel, but I just want to double check, right?
That was probably one word I missed on the SAT.
Me too.
Okay.
Hey, I haven't had a
let's see.
spelling test since elementary school. Give me a break.
I know.
Vestige definition. Yeah, good.
A trace is something that is disappearing or no longer exists.
Huh. Is there any other definitions? Smallest amount, the absence of something. That doesn't really answer, right? Upon the world, this was a vestige, something that like I had a home once, a manor overlooking the sea. Upon the world, this was a vestige. So I guess having a home overlooking the sea is something that's just
It's been it became meaningless to people.
Is it just a trace of something that once was? It's not. It has no meaning, right?
Reduced to become functionless, or it has no more purpose.
Okay, so he's saying it had no more purpose to have a manor overlooking the sea.
Right.
Interesting. Calling forward onto strangled ears, but when. So okay, so
calling forward
this was a
strangled.
this was a vestige calling forward onto strangled ears is how
Yeah.
the phrase goes.
In other words, ears that didn't hear.
Right. No one that didn't listen. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But when the skies turned dark, the house was taken by the sea. A pillar truncated, cast down to the seabed with all the other forgotten things. So that everything else is all. It's becoming forgotten as it gets washed down into the sea, right? I guess the ocean just swallowed it whole.
Sure. Never to be seen again, forgotten, maybe even not recoverable, which could be poetic about the back room.
Mm-hmm. But I remember fleeting shells sinking ever slowly, folding downwards into themselves, forever tearing along the seams of the sky, until nothing remains except the eternal ghost. And you ask yourself, could there ever be anything greater than this? You have always been here, I think is what he closed off of.
That's right.
This is beyond me. I have no idea what's going on. What are you thinking?
And it's called I Remember.
I remember.
I'm wondering if he's been stuck in the back rooms and he's reflecting on what he remembers from the old world, being stuck in this new world where it's his life now. And this last statement, can there ever be anything greater than this? When you think about us somehow creating a portal to go into another dimension, that's phenomenally incredible.
Right.
I mean, what could be greater than that in terms of the technology or to open up the doorway into another dimension?
Yeah, like he had his like fancy manor overlooking the sea before, and to him it means nothing anymore. It's but a fleeting memory because this is so much greater, right?
Much like the storm, which probably knocked into the sea, it'll never be remembered again. It's gone. It won't be recovered.
Right, and look at this. Towards the end here, as he's walking, right? I think. See, it turns green.
And it turns green.
He walked
because-
into one of those no zones, right?
Exactly.
And the thing is, I'm wondering, what does it do? What is the no zone doing to him to where it kind of changes whole perspective? Remember the guy who, you know how we were watching how I think in there's this one moment where you know how the camera guy he fell down into the hole into the pit in Pitfalls. The guy who wanted the camera guy to come over, he's like, you have to see this. You have to get a camera in here.
He was going into the room, which remember what color it was glowing?
Green.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, is this the same guy or is this another guy who also happened to find one of these null zones? And if that's the case, what is it about these null zones that is so extraordinary, right? Because so far, all we've seen from the viewer perspective is that they just glow green, right?
Right.
They glow green and that's that.
But we heard from the guy that saw it, you got to see this, bring the camera.
Right. That guy was excited, and then this guy was like saying,
is there anything greater than
anything
this?
greater than this? Like my
So
whole
what
life,
is it?
like my whole life has had no meaning until this point, right?
Yeah.
So intriguing.
So I was just gonna say intriguing and so enticing. Like it continues to draw me in. I've got to see the next one. I want answers.
Yeah, I want answers too.
It's like a mystery book. When I was a kid, I used to love mystery books. I'd read them until late in the night because I could not put them down. And
Right.
it's kind of like that
Yeah, in a video format, right?
in a video format. And it's becoming less creepy. It's becoming more exciting, more enticing, more like a mystery. I want to get the answers.
Yeah, this is a video I will remember.
That's right. Very good.
So,
Take it from Serge.
yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our reaction. For a minute and a half, this had quite a lot of detail in it. I think some of the poetry we went over our heads. So if you guys have any thing to fill in there, let us know. I think generally speaking, our interpretation is that this is something about a guy who's saying like, there's nothing greater than the backrooms that he's experiencing. Like this is like extraordinary to him, right? So I guess we'll find out in the future. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe on the video because it helps out the channel. And check out our Backrooms playlist to see all of our Backrooms reactions. And stay tuned for the next video.
We'll catch you soon.
All right. Take care, guys.
You won't die if you try.